Oh,
Look at that bitch.
pets.
I know.
Another
I
mouth to
thought I
feed.
got him out fucking earlier and shit, man. I guess I didn't. Well, Monty, first of all, let me do this correctly and you already knocked one down. Atta boy. Cheers, homeboy. Thank you.
Jesse.
Thank you. So thanks for coming, dude. I know that I have been shit, dude. I've had this podcast shit set up since like March, and I think I was bugging you in March. Like, hey, dude, you want to do a podcast?
What's a podcast?
You're on one. Congratulations.
I'm on one. All right.
You made it.
I'm on a good one.
Well, congratulations. You made it to a podcast. You are officially on one. So,
Yeah.
but appreciate you coming to kick it, man. I know, you're a busy man and a little time out of your day, but some beers, some motorcycles, some engine talk. You and I just, when we get together, it's just motorcycle shit. So it sounds like a good time to me, it seemed like a good fucking time. So, well, cheers, man. So I want to, some people are not going to know who the guest is, but Monty is my guest that's kicking back with me tonight.
White guest.
My white guest. I've had more than one white person on the show, man. Don't, you're not the only one.
I
lie. And I guess for me, Engine Master, what do we dub you as? What would we dub you as? Self-proclaimed?
I don't know. Sounds a little extreme.
Well,
destroyer.
Well, there's also that part of it and shit, So
heartbreaker.
Yeah. Trust me, I've been on the heartbreak side of your conversation.
That's my favorite part of the job.
Yes, I'm sure that it is. Yeah, I've been on that side of it one too many times, and but part of the game, right?
Yep.
Pay to play, right?
Yep.
That's what we say. So, but Monty, engine guy, how long have you been like, kind of? I guess let's just say tinkering, working. What the engine portion of it? What kind of got you into that?
Bitches. No. I don't mean girls. I guess I started out just fooling around in the garage with my dad, working on cars.
Young age,
pretty young.
Young age.
And
is your dad still around?
No, he did.
Oh, okay.
Thanks a lot, Ray.
I'm sorry, my dad isn't either.
Oh, okay.
And mine was only 54. So
that's young.
Yeah, we share common. Yeah, 57.
67.
Oh, 67. Okay. Yeah. Well, nonetheless, man, it's nice to know that our old men had good impact on us, because look where we are now and shit, So, but anyways, young age,
like playing with cars. My friends would have bikes, and they'd come by on the Harleys or whatever, and he'd see I'd be enamored, and he was like, "Oh, you're not getting one of those. Those are man killers." And so I basically had to wait till he died to where I get my first bike. But we used to, had Camaros, Blazers, Chevelles, just little things here and there, nothing too fancy. And I'd take them apart, and they'd sit for years, and then I'd put them back. Finally get them back together. And then he died, and then so I bought a bike.
When did he pass?
1999.
Oh, so it's been over 20 years then. Okay, all right, okay,
a minute or two.
Yeah.
So he croaked, and then I got a bike, and I started.
What was the first one?
I hate to admit, Softail.
Oh, that's all right. Shit,
Softail
man.
Deuce, which we make fun of now. They're cool bikes, but
No. Well, I'm I know because you just asked what's a podcast, so I know you've never listened to any of the other ones. Yeah. But on the other ones, we've said the same thing, where your writing style and your flavor changes over time and shit. So I wasn't a Softail guy, but I was definitely a Vikla fucking ape hangered out motherfucker. Why the Softail?
Fishies and conchos.
Was it just was it the right price?
I fit on it better. I actually saw a brochure. The whole story is, it goes, so my dad's dead. I'm all sad. Poor me, mopey me. And my friend came and dragged me to the Harley dealer. And I remember looking at the people, workers in the back, like kind of tripping out on it. And so I don't want to say the guy's name who owns Ventura Harley now, but he was like my first contact.
It's not even the same guy, is it?
It's the same guy, yeah.
Is it?
Right. Okay. But he, anyway, so he, I saw a brochure with a bike stripped down, and I said, "What's this one?" And he told me what it was, and I said, "I want that." And he said, we don't have any of those. They're end of the year run. I missed it. So he took my name on a list, and then he called me out of the blue 3 weeks later, and he goes, "Hey, I got a couple of these coming in, a red one and a black one." And I said, "Oh, I want the black one." So I got
brand new then.
Brand new.
So 99, is that first a twin cam?
It was a 2000. Yeah, it was the first year of that model.
2000. Okay.
Yeah.
So twin cam then.
Twin cam.
88.
Yep.
Because you're gonna know way more. 99 was the last
99
Evo?
was the first year Dyna, they had a twin cam in it.
Okay. And then so
I
98
have
was
that
the
right.
last of the Evo, I think. Yeah.
90, no, they made 99 Evos in Softails.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, Fat Boys had them.
So I'm a twin cam guy in case I mean all my bikes are twin cam.
Yeah, I'm a twin cam baby.
Yeah. So like that was actually a question that somebody asked. You're a twin cam guy. That's where your heart, that's where your bread and butter is. Yeah.
When I went to MMI, we actually phased out. We were the last class Evos. We actually took all the Evo motors, carried them out, and put them in early model with like the flat heads and knuckleheads. So,
well, interesting.
Evo.
That's kind of where the Harley, I guess, stuff started. At least for you getting on a bike. Did you ride? You didn't ride at all then, kind of before that?
Not really. Friends' bikes.
Not motocross or nothing like that.
What was that Honda Interceptor? I had an 750 Interceptor for a
that was a cop bike, yeah,
long time ago.
Yeah, those are pretty cool bikes, actually. I mean, for what they are and everything.
Yeah, I had to hide. I had to heat my friend's house, so my parents wouldn't
know. Well, that's what we had to do as kids, man. I had to hide the weed and I had to hide all the other stuff. You know, you just had to hide a bike. You know, I had to hide the Playboys and all the other stuff, dude. You know, we had to hide shit as kids, dude. We wanted cool shit as kids. So, well, 19 comes around, or 99. So you buy a Softail then.
So like bought a bike and I started working on it because I wanted to put my own bars on it and other stupid shit. I actually had some wood blocks in the garage. It fell over a couple times on me in the garage. So I learned about motorcycle lifts. And then I thought, this is fucking easy. I could do this. You know, this isn't a big deal.
Did the like the old big blocks or small blocks and stuff, did they, when you started taking them apart or working with them, did they kind of like, you're like, it's the same thing, just a smaller version?
Pretty much.
It all kind of made sense to you?
Yeah, -6.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're just working, I guess, with more, you know, spark plugs and fucking other shit, you know, but.
And it's all right there, hanging out there.
The good thing, you know, you saw the cars and stuff that I have. I'm also a gearhead guy. I got the 63 Comet and the 65 C10. And I used to do body work with my old man I paid the bills for me for a while, but that's what my old man and my uncle did for a long time. Wow. And I like working on the cars, but I realized once I got into the Harleys, that's where I was like, man, I like working on the cars because I love the final outcome, and I kind of enjoy the work, the labor of it. I don't know how odd that sounds, but it's on the motorcycles, I go, oh, I like this better because it's right here. It's smaller. It's on a lift. There's not 18 panels. There's not a trunk and a roof and a hood and 4 doors or whatever there may be. It's just a couple body panels, an engine that's just kind of all cradled right here. And it's a lot easier from a gearhead perspective, from a mechanical perspective, to take apart, and it's just smaller condensed package, you know? So did you start taking apart the motor right away?
No, not right away.
You weren't like, I'm going to dive into this fucking thing right now?
I wasn't that stupid. Still wanted to ride it. I knew it would happen.
Fair enough. But sometimes the gearhead in you just was like, I'm going to do it. You know me, fuck, we're always tearing apart shit, man. That's how we fucking do it.
Putting it back together is hard work.
Yeah. Any monkey can take it apart, right? Yeah. That's why I bring it apart to you, and then I say, here. I bring it to you in bags and boxes and go, here, put it back together.
Fucking Ray.
I save myself whatever labor is going to cost
$4.
I'm a tight ass, man. If I could save $4, I'll be saving $4, man. You know. But I walk in there with cash every time. So
that's true.
That is true. So I walk in there paid in full, cash.
On the books.
On the books, off the books. I don't care. All I know is I walk in there with cash paid. I ain't financing none of that bullshit. You know, toys, I'm a firm believer that pay that shit off, man, as quickly as you can. So Harley said, you got into them after your dad passed. Was your dad he was totally against them then?
Yeah, people die.
But I mean, I guess
he was trying to keep me alive.
I guess fair enough. That is,
that was stupid. So
we as parents, I guess, tend to look out after our kids. I guess that's probably not bad advice in that sense, you know.
No.
So
he was a cool guy. He was a really cool guy.
So you've been involved in then Harley. We're in 22, so a little bit over 20 years then.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the story goes. So then what happened? So I went to I started fucking around with it. In my job, I was loading trucks, and they wanted to make me a manager. I'm like, what am I, a manager of boxes? This is dumb. And so it was a cool job. They took care of me. I got away with murder there. My boss was cool. Okay. But so there's a terminal. I work for Viking Freight, it's FedEx, and there's a terminal in Arizona. And I thought I could do this. And so we sent away for the information, and I got it. And So I had a job ready, and of course they don't care. They just pay a bunch of money and go to school. Anybody can go there.
Right.
And signed up and went. And I did really well because I was an older guy. I was like 25, 26. I was into it. There's a lot of kids that didn't do, worthless there. But
yeah, so MMI is Arizona. They have a few of them, right?
yeah,
closest one,
Arizona, Florida.
Okay. And so a full mechanic school for motorcycle, or is it everything? Is there car stuff there also, or is it just?
It is now. I think they moved it to UTI or.
Oh, that's right.
That,
I've seen that and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question then. A lot of people think or feel like college, right? It's essentially college to Harley.
Sort of trade school.
Exactly. It's a trade school is college.
If you want to tell your parents
thing.
that.
Yeah. I know you went there, and I'm sure you gained a shit ton of knowledge out of it.
I enjoyed it. My teachers were cool, man. I really liked that part of it.
Okay. So you really took something out of it.
I absorbed it.
I've heard people go, it was a waste of time. It was a waste of money. I needed the certificate. Harley doesn't look at you unless you're this, that certified, on and on and on. So that's where I was kind of going. Like, did you take that? I guess you were early in the game with it. So yeah, you're tearing apart new engines and shit and learning shit.
The best part is the week after I got home from MMI, I went to change my oil. And I pulled the case plug. I didn't even know where the fucking drain plug was.
Really?
You go through the motion.
How'd you graduate then? Dude. How'd you teacher's honors? Huh?
Yeah, something like that. But not to talk shit about that. But
no, of
it's
course.
just one of those things because you do stuff, but you don't really do stuff there. They kind of tell you what to do, and you do it, but then you go home in the real world, and you're like, okay, here we go. But they taught you fundamentals, a lot of math stuff, a lot of engine calculation, and it's just a lot of getting in the motion and being professional and thinking about it. It was a great program. The best part about it was the teachers and the sport. Everybody has the same attitude.
Okay.
But you gotta change your own fucking oil. Man.
Yeah. You still gotta change your own oil and all that shit.
So.
How long is that program?
It was like a year, and I took a couple extra courses, so it's like a year and 6 months or 3 months. Sorry, 3 months.
With the extra courses that you took?
Yeah, I took Screaming Eagle, and
so it's kind of a crash course then. I mean, it's really
they do it pretty fast.
Okay.
But.
And are you able to? I guess when you sign up for courses and classes, is it all just kind of encompassed like under one package where it's like you want to learn about Harleys? Because I know they do Hondas and they do a bunch of other stuff there. So if you want to learn about twin cams and Harleys, is there just courses that are already laid out like a college? Like here's all the stuff and all the classes that you kind of need to take in order to become a certified tech, or I don't know, whatever.
It's like general because we worked on Hondas and CBX, just whatever they had in their electrical course, just whatever they had.
So they're not teaching you. I mean, they're not teaching you specifically one.
You get to that point where you do specifics, like that Screaming Eagle class.
Oh, I see. Those are more the niche stuff, like the electives or the whatever that you kind of comparable
call
to.
It that.
Yeah, I guess if we're gonna use an analogy, I guess that would kind of be what the fuck it is. So when did you
fucking jerky?
Dude, you keep dipping into it. By the way, bulletproof jerky. Thanks, Jillian. You got Monty over here.
Thanks, sweetie. I think I love you.
It is. He's choking on it over here. When'd you graduate?
A long time ago, dude. 2021, maybe. I don't know.
2021. Oh shit! The Tampa Bay Bucks are playing. Didn't even know that. Look at that. Look at old Tom Brady. Came back, by the way.
Did he?
His wife's all pissed off. I think his wife's leaving him, divorcing him because he came back. He retired for like a month and something, and then he's all fuck that and go back.
Like it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but she said, well, you're going back. I'm fucking leaving you. I'm divorcing you. Maybe. This is just a theory of mine. I love you, Aaron. I love my wife before I say this, so It doesn't apply to me. But this is just a theory of mine. Maybe he just went home for like a month and he's like, fuck this. I can't deal with this. I'm going back to work, Not me, though.
No.
But I don't know. Yeah, he came back out. He said, I'm fucking playing football, man. He can't keep the motherfucker away. Like you. You can't stay away from the engines and shit, man. So you graduate out there, Arizona. Do you stay out there at all?
Yeah, I lived out there for a year.
Okay. And then what kind of brings you back over this way, or what gets you back this way? Just this is your heart. This is your home.
My life.
Your work. Or your, yeah. This is your
I grew up here. I'm
California guy.
Here, so basically.
Where are you born?
I was 4. I'm not saying that on the line.
Okay. But you live out here in Southern California, though.
Yeah, I've been here since 4.
Since you were the age of 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So what brings you back to California then from Arizona?
It's fucking hot out there, man.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
stay there. It's a cool state though. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to work for Ventura Harley, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I came back and interviewed, and I got a job right away. They were cool. They gave me a good entry wage
With Ventura Harley.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did really good at school. I mean, I didn't do nothing else but work, and
I didn't even know that. So you were a tech there or something?
yeah, I
there?
was a mechanic for 8 years.
Dude, what years were those?
2001 to 2009 ish.
Okay.
Oh.
Right around the. No, I had my Harley before that, a little bit before that, but I wasn't really going to Harley or anything like that.
Oh, you have a Harley?
Yeah, I got one of them pieces of shit, man. Total pieces of crap. I didn't even know that you worked at Harley, man. That's actually that's pretty interesting. So, lead tech there, or just
we're good friends.
It worked what?
I said we're good friends. You know it. Yeah, I ended up being, I think it was master tech they call it.
Okay.
You get to a certain point, you got to go to school and get those levels. But I wasn't the highest. I had one more course to go, which is really hard, and I left, transferred before I got to that. So.
Are you a book guy?
What do you mean?
Like
read?
Yeah.
Manuals.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we do need to read manuals every now and then. And I asked that because you were talking about earlier about the court. You were saying earlier about the math and all that stuff in the courses, because there's a lot of. I don't think really people know, like somebody obviously to your degree, understand, I guess is the better way, how much math and how much stuff goes into building one of these engines. Yeah. Because I mean, I hear you when you and I are just like spitballing and rattling off, like when I had to rebuild my shit and you were like, I was telling you, I think I just want to go this. And then I'm like, but what if I go bigger? And then you start rattling off. You're like, well, if you do this and this, and I just hear you, like you're talking out loud and you're just rattling off all these numbers. You're like, yeah, that could work. That is a whole nother element of engine building. And how, I mean, I guess how important is it? Like, is it?
Nah.
No, come on. When it comes to engines, we're fucking talking about
there's a
fractions.
It's the combination. It's how. I don't want to sound boring, but
no,
it's
dude,
pretty simple. It's pretty simple.
No, so that's what I would love to hear. I would love audience to hear a layman.
I don't care.
No, dude, you would be surprised.
On my back to go fast, bro.
Yeah, that is what most people fucking. Okay, well, that's the Dyna bro, and that's the Bagger bro, and that's that fucking guy that I just want to go fast, bro. Like they're
all that guy.
Am I?
Does that mean? No, you weren't.
You can be real.
At a certain point, man, that's what it comes down to.
Well,
I want it to go fast, and I want it to last a long time. And I'm going on a trip next week. When can it be done? I'm going on a long trip.
That sounds like you described me. That sounds like me to the T. Thanks, Monty. Appreciate that. Okay. Well, is that what is that what you see a lot of now? Because the industry, the culture, the scene, a lot of it. I don't know how you feel about it. It's changed. It sounds to me like you've recognized the change in.
I think it's actually, I hate to say it, changed for the better. It's, it's gone a different direction where I think it was starting to die down. And then, everybody started getting straight bars and thunder headers, and that kind of kicked in, and it got people interested in it because it looked cool. That would never normally have that stuff.
True.
Then some shows came out, some movies came out, and it actually boosted, it fucking helped me because people are wanting to do stuff that, I had some weird people coming in, and okay. And there's some cool people,
but all money's green.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's interesting that, I don't know, more of a, I'm not a business guy. I'm not in the business. I'm not in the industry and business like you are, so to speak. I am on the side of enjoying it, riding it, being out there at the shows. When you go to a show, you're on the side of the show for business and promoting a product and things of that sort. Yeah. So it's interesting to hear your, like, how it helped you, the change in the culture kind of helped you, like, because some of us guys will kind of be like, oh, the Sons of Anarchy thing, we get it, and it hindered it, but it also, like you said, it helped it, brought some relevancy to it. Yeah.
Silly shit, but
but there's a lot of people that are out there, man, that just like you and I know, or I hope you know that I live this shit. Look around, but there's also a lot of those guys that are probably just coming to you like, I just want to go fast, bro. I don't care what's in it. I just want it to fucking have the best shit or do this. And they got the money to fucking go and do it. Kudos to them, I guess, man. Not me. So What's I know, not me. Well,
No.
shit, man. I'm
No,
not
bro.
gonna say not me because fuck, I've rebuilt that 107 a good handful of times already. You know, because I like to play, I like to go fast, I like to go hard, man. And that thing eats, man. That thing fucking eats. I don't know that 107 combination that you created, put together. Because I know when I went to you and said I didn't want to go like bigger cases, bigger jugs. And you told me 107 is the most you can take that 96 out, you know, and all that shit. So I said, fuck with it. Go ahead, do it.
And you're going to blow it up.
And I'm going to blow it up. And I did. But dude, I had the biggest smile on my face when I blew it up, dude. I was having such a good time when that shit fucking happened because I was just pinning it. I remember when it happened. I remember.
Oh, now it comes out. Oh.
I remember the last one. Like the last one? Yeah, the last one. I remember exactly
twice, right? 2 or 3 times.
Well, the first one I remember. The first one I remember where I did it. The second one was more of a bottom end thing. You know, we addressed the other shit, and then there was bottom end issues that didn't expose themselves until after the fact. You know, so
cheap ass.
Yeah, because way to put me on blast. I appreciate that. And so it ended up costing me more in the fucking end.
Yeah, it always does.
Yeah, that's the way that shit works. So, so 8 years or so at Harley Davidson, you do your time there, so to speak. And then is it to the next place?
We moved to Palm Springs area. We had it here, and me and my lady wanted to go out there, and it was cool. I worked for a dealer out there, old time dealer, Hutchins Harley, up in Yucca Valley.
Still there?
Nah.
No.
That's why what happened was I was the new guy, and there's another guy named, what was his name? Ed something. He was a manager at Ventura Harley for a while. A lot of people know him. I'm not going to go into that guy, but he me and him were like the new people there, and we both got laid off the same day because business was going down. Oh. So what they were doing was they had a dirt bike side because dirt bikes are big out there. They put all their money in the dirt bike.
You still talking
call that girl?
Jersey?
Tell her.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure Jillian knows that fucking.
She did her job. So then they let us go, and then I don't know, 3 months later they shut the dealer down.
Oh man!
So it closed down. Old time. It was cool. The old guy Hutch was cool. He actually owned L.A. Harley with the owner of Ventura Harley at one point, and they split off. Outside went to Ventura. And then, so I was unemployed for a little while.
Really?
We just moved out there, so it was kind of a bummer. So then I came back and I started doing a little bit of side work back in Ventura. My friends were there, and I just popped into Mackey's a couple times because Steve Lopez.
Really?
Steve Lopez. Somehow I had a friend, Rosas, Chris Rosas. You know if you know him.
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, little skinny guy.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
And he is a friend of his, and he wanted his bike done, and so the lower end went to Revolution, and I put the top end together, and it came out really well. And so he was my first, basically, Dave Mackie build, Megasphere type of thing.
That's my homeboy too, man. And he's a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. And he's actually the guy.
Good looking kid.
Don't make his head any bigger than that shit already is, man. Yeah. He actually, to be honest, if I'm thinking back correctly, and I think I am, he's the one that turned me on to you at that time because he's
really?
like, yeah, because he had that fucking motor and he was like super stoked on it and he was like really happy about it.
Didn't blow it up.
And did he blow it up?
Nah, not really.
I don't think he blew it up. I think like the base gaskets or something like that, if I remember, started.
It got tired.
Yeah. Well, we ride hard, man.
Kind of like me, getting tired.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm 40. I turned 40 this year. I feel you, man. Dropping the fucking bucket, huh? So that's the first engine that you kind of build then for
pretty much
Mackie.
With Mackie stuff.
Okay. Now, did you know about Mackie before you heard about him?
I had like some shit would come into Harley. We'd take it apart and I'd look at it and I'd be like, oh, that's impressive. The thing was, I was like, oh, Dave Mackie, but it was never Dave Mackie. It was Martine, which I can go into that later.
Yeah.
It was Martine's work. And the love machine, Martine,
the love machine.
And he took it, so we knew about it. And then I went in there, and Dave was looking for somebody to come in and kind of take over. He wanted to slow down. He's like, at that point, like 112 years old. So he wanted to so he's kind of dangling the carrot. And he tried to do that with some other people. It didn't quite work out, but I think I lasted the longest out of the few, which is cool. And so he just said, "Hey, why don't you come over here? You're not working." I almost went to work for Brian at my garage.
Okay.
Remember him?
I remember that's when they were over on Palma, I think, right?
Yeah. It was the real My Garage. Ooh. Oh, Jim.
Oh, Jim.
Sorry, I owe you a bucket of gravy for that one. Just kidding, Jimmy. Love you.
No,
so he so what happened next?
You almost worked
I
for
almost worked for Brian. And Brian's a great guy. And so I ended up at Dave's, and then it just kind of evolved, and then it just started doing its thing.
Yeah. It's for those, I mean, I think the Mackie brand, it's got a name in the industry. It's got a, and
for the most part.
Yeah, but I like, if I'm being honest and I'm being real, at least for me, I associate, because my relationship and I've known Mackie and all that stuff for at least a name, because I'm here in Ventura. It's a local thing, so for me it's a little more familiar than maybe it is for others, across the country, whatever.
The rest of the real world.
The rest of the world, right? But for us here, I personally, man, and you take it any way that you wish and want, because I know you're a humble guy, man. No homo or anything like that, but I associate Dave Mackie and Monty, and I don't know whether you like to hear that or not, and whether it rubs you. I don't know how it does, but I don't think, for me,
don't rub me. At least not on camera.
At least, yeah. Well, I'll go under the table right here or something. I think for me, just there's no Mackie without Monty. I don't know if that makes sense or anything, but
yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean,
he's not going to do it.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he did his thing. He designed and engineered a good piece,
sure,
to work and perform to what it does. Mm-hmm. But you got to have somebody on the other end of it. You can have that piece all you want, but if you don't have the person to be able to know, like you're saying, with the math and the engine and the specs and the decking and all the other things that kind of correlate with it, and put it together, not just fucking know it, but also physically put it together, well, then you have nothing. That's right. So that's what I'm saying. So there really is, to me, there's Mackie Engineering doesn't exist for the last 12 years.
It doesn't now.
It doesn't now. That is
sad but true.
Sad but true. That is that, and I agree with that. For me, that's it's
a bummer.
It is a bummer to hear a significant name in the industry, for me, close its doors and come to an end. But all good things come to an end, I guess, maybe is the best way to put it.
You had a good run.
Absolutely. And like I said, man, I don't mean to keep diving on it, but I don't think that run is without you, dude. And not only just you, but you made mention to your counterpart, Martin, who's been there even longer than you, I think. Am I correct?
He was 34 years.
34 years. Wow.
Little Martin, he left high school, was last year of high school, and he went and worked for Dave. So he's been there ever since. Dave was almost like a dad to him to a certain point.
Wow.
So,
and I know, man, every time I go in there looking for you, because where's Monty? Where's my Monty? I don't want my bike. I want my engine.
I want my bike.
Yeah. Every time I go in there, though, man, always very nice. And he was always, I don't think there was ever a time I went in there that I didn't see him working. Like always in that room, machining, polishing, doing what he was doing, man. He was always just kind of moving. So
doing his thing.
Yeah, doing his thing. So I guess if I go back, I don't think Mackie Engineering is anything without the two of you guys, man.
Yeah.
With good people. You got to have good hard workers behind that place, man, that know their shit and it wasn't even your brand, and it wasn't like necessarily your name, but you guys, when I went in there and I talked to you and I saw you guys and I saw how you did the stuff, you treated it. You always gave me the impression and the feeling that it's like your place, because you ran that damn thing, dude. Let's be real, man. You were the one, Yeah, come on, man. None of that. No. Let's be real, man.
They would see somebody come in, he'd run the high. He didn't want to deal with people.
Yeah, dude. But the person that people wanted to talk to anyway was you. You were the guy that were doing the work and putting in all the,
because they were desperate.
Yeah, I know. I went down the line and Monty was the last one, so that's why I rolled over there. So, but it is sad to see it come to an end. But nonetheless, when things come to an end like that, though, there's always other opportunity. Other doors open and whatnot. One door closes, another one opens, type thing. So that has kind of brought you over into where you're at now.
Yeah, kind of. It was sort of a part of it.
Okay, so where are you at now? Can you say?
Out on the street.
Out in the street, underneath the bridge, 6th Street,
Riverbed.
Riverbed.
I'm working for Jim's Machine. I got a really good opportunity. Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. And you, when you say Jim's, it's not really needing an introduction or anything.
No,
man.
if you don't know who Jim's is, then I don't know.
Then you need to go and
ride bikes or even talking about this shit.
Exactly. Don't listen to this or go somewhere else or figure it out.
Everybody has their own favorites, their own brands, but
But I mean, you can have your own favorites and your own brands. But I know S&S and I know HPI and I know all these other companies that are big hitters and big names in the company or in the industry. And Jim's is by far, not only are they just you jump in and interject where I'm wrong, but not only they build engines and cases and all that other stuff, but tools. Like they machine a bunch of tools to get this job done.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that a big part of it?
That's a huge part of it.
Yeah, I would imagine that's a big part of their business and stuff. Do you mess now? You're a white collar guy now. Am I right?
I'm a desk bitch.
Man, well, congratulations on that though. That comes from the 10 years, 12 years at Mackie's, the fucking time at MMI, all the other stuff that comes with all of that. It's not because you didn't earn it or any of that sort. You put in the time, man. You put in the work, and rightfully so. It's more stressful though, probably, isn't it?
It's intense.
I'd imagine so.
A lot to learn.
It's definitely probably more corporate. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Does Jim's just
it's still a motorcycle industry.
Yeah, but I mean, Jim's is they got they're a machine shop, man. They're manufacturer. Yeah, not just a machine shop. They're beyond that and stuff. Yeah. So I would imagine that it comes with some different type of responsibilities that you got to carry now. How you liking it?
I do. The company's great. The people are great. I'm actually getting treated like a person, not a little bitch. It's cool because we're right in the middle of it all, and I'm learning new stuff. It's good. My eyes are bugging on my brain. It hurts, but learning is cool. People around me are cool. I've only been there 2 months.
So this is
I got paid today. I mean, I got 4 paychecks. So far I'm doing good.
Steady every week, like
what's that like?
Dude, yeah, that's what I know, man. So there's absolutely nothing. It's just a change for you, and with change, it takes a while for you to adapt to change, no matter what it is, and you've been over there with him for 12 years and now you're
Who?
Yeah, I know. So, but now you're just doing something different in a different aspect and stuff. So you are a manager?
Management position. You can do that.
Man, dude, I'm stoked for you.
I'm so bossy.
As your friend. So do you have direct reports, or is it more of just handling accounts and different things of that sort?
Yeah, we're good distributors, like some of the big people that buy from us,
Okay.
We go we're all over the country. Most of it's tools, a lot of tools,
okay,
a lot of parts. I mean, there's stuff like, back from the 30s that we're building pinion shafts and crank pins and just wild ass stuff that I didn't even know existed.
Okay.
So in my world, but they're on it. They're really professional.
Yeah.
And everything's quality. Goes through the process that it goes through there's a lot involved just to go from them to, you, the end consumer.
From concept to end product. Yeah, I'd imagine patents and everything else that kind of, because if you don't put a patent on that, then there's nothing stopping the next machine shop to do what you put all your energy and effort into. I imagine, dude, that for you, for them, having Monty, talk to these people or these accounts or these other, that's a representation. So it's a smart move. And no, Jim ain't asking for my opinion, but I mean, you're a name in the industry, dude. When people know, and
maybe
no, that you fucking are, man. That's the humble part of you, that you've put in the work and the energy and the time, and you've worked with big people in the game, and that's how it's kind of got you out there. You were like doing some racing stuff. I know you were helping some of the racing guys.
Bagger racing. I don't know if that's racing, but
yeah. Well, dude, you've been out there? You and I talked about it a little bit. They're fucking hoofing, man.
Yeah, it's cool. It's done a lot for us too. The industry thing too. It's pretty popular. But
the Bagger Racing League.
Yeah, we got our little taste of helping a sponsor, our friend Mike, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's but racing's expensive.
No matter what you do,
man, it doesn't matter. So like any help you can get, I get it. Is Jim's involved in any of that at all?
We do some stuff for some racers, sponsorships.
Okay,
we got Land Speed Guy, Hero, one of our guys, Jody Perowitz. They got motors in there. It's pretty cool. There's some pro street stock guys out there running our stuff.
I want to go watch some drag race shit, man. I've been itching to go and watch some like street drag racing. Really fucking fun.
Compton.
Yeah, shit like that. I want to go watch some like gangster ass shit, man. I saw somebody the other day. It was a video, and it was out there in LA, South Central, Compton, out there. And this dude, actually, I think it was Bob, the guy I went riding with on Sunday. It might have been. Anyways, you know how they have them big swooping bars, they just kind of come swooping back to him.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's gangster with it, man. He just pinned it, dude. One hand off of it, and he fucking just holding that thing back there and just one hand on his bars, and you were just sliding that fucking ass end, fucking left to right with one hand. I'm like, you're fucking gangster, dog. That's a giant set of balls on you, man. Because if it hooks or if it grips, you're fucked. You're going. There's no way you're recovering from that shit. I want to go watch some of that shit, man.
There goes your speakers.
Yeah. Well, no, the guy that I rode with on Sunday, man, I was tripping out on him, actually. Everyone's into this performance bagger whole scene genre thing.
Yep.
This guy showed up on a 22 stock Road King, and
Do you make those?
Yeah, I know. Part of it was just just straight up carelessness and just recklessness, just like I'm going bop, and then the other part was experience. But he was just on a stock fucking bike, just like ripping through Mohole, and I'm like, well, it's fucking A, I'm with you. Let's go. I was having a good time with him, but fuck, it was a little sketch to watch him back there.
Yeah, because they're just all laid back with their feet up on the high bars and just cruising along like they don't give.
Not this guy. This guy was fucking on it, man. Yeah, he was doing burnouts and fucking all that shit, but in the canyon he was still like, I'm going, and he fucking was ripping. So
were you friends afterwards?
Yeah, actually we're fucking cool, man. He posted something, I think, the next day, because I had messaged him and asked him something like, there was a buddy of his, and I didn't get his Instagram or whatever while we were together, and so I messaged him. I'm like, hey, what's your buddy's Instagram? And then I messaged him real quick and said, hey, by the way, yesterday was cool, man. Good shit. It was fun riding with you and shit, and he appreciated what it was, and he reposted the thing, and I didn't take any offense to it, but he goes, this guy's Mexican. They different in a good way. I was like, I could fuck with that. I'll take that shit. He don't mean shit by it, man. But it was, I just thought it was funny, man. I just thought it was funny. So, so what the fuck were we saying? I don't even fucking know. Oh, your shit with, your shit with fucking, with gyms, man.
Penises.
So you're 2 months in now, and you're general managing, and I guess, how much of a transition has it been for you from hands-on to this?
It's hard because you start to fade. I mean, I'm used to bouncing around, running around, doing all kinds of madness. So you're kind of in a spot where you're,
you have your own office and all that shit and everything.
Little desk. I have a window I can look out.
Remind me again, where is Jim's? Where's their headquarters? Camarillo. That's right. Thank you.
Camarillo.
Camarillo. Yeah. Well, it's a different fucking grind, isn't it?
Sure.
It's fucking head. It's like in your head, in your, it's a computer fucking work.
For the most part.
Is probably more of what it is. Phone calls, conferencing, things of that sort, man. You still got a little grease on your nose, by the way.
Thanks. I do that for tonight.
So you feel it's like the tribe or something. It
might not be grease. What color is it?
Looked like it was fucking.
I'm the new guy.
So what does Jim's have over there, man? Like, what do they? I mean, they have full, complete drop-in crate engines, correct?
We do motors for Harley. You have to buy it through a Harley dealer. We got a 120, 131, 135.
Wow.
So it's kind of like, don't fuck around. Just buy a giant motor and stick it in.
And these are all twin cams right now.
Yeah, twin cams.
Are they doing M8 stuff?
No M8 stuff.
No M8 stuff.
Yeah.
is that on the plans? Maybe like future.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So right now, all twin cam stuff. Then, do they make at least like cams and different stuff for M8s? Maybe not full complete stuff.
We don't do any cams.
Nothing.
Nope.
So what is?
And our motors, we use a Harley 266 big cam, 658 lift.
Oh, okay. So no cams come out of gyms then.
No.
Okay. So what is the bread and butter of gyms then? What is like
this whole catalog?
That entire catalog.
Jim's Machine.
Yes.
1-800.
What is there? I mean, is it full engines though? Is it what is there?
It's tools. If you take the time and look in the catalog, if you really cared.
Let me see that thing actually.
You can have this for you.
Oh man, appreciate it.
I autographed it. The big penis in the back.
Thank you very much.
It started out with pinion shafts and like stuff for JDs, and I might not be exactly correct. It started out on that, but
wow, it's great, man. Lifters, all kinds of stuff, man.
A lot of good lifters, a lot of good just engine components,
air filter backing plates. Like there's a lot of stuff that they put together.
They put a lot into it. There's a lot of R&D that goes into it. A lot of planning.
Stroker piston oiling jet kit. I mean, there's a lot. Like when you do an engine, like there's a shit ton of. Let's say, let me ask it this way: if you do an engine bottom to top, cases split.
Yep.
How many specialty tools do you need to be able to actually probably put that thing together?
Every one of them.
Every single one of them.
Quite a few. I don't know. You don't need a wheel bearing tool to do a motor, but
no, but you need a bearing, in this case, a press, and you have the cam bearings that you need to be able to press in, and the other ones inside the cases, and rings, to set your rings and all that shit. So Jim's does make all that type of stuff to be able to get that job done. Yeah. What's one of the
builder's tools?
Yeah, exactly. What's a must-have tool? If you're going to put an engine together, like you can't put one without, you can't put it. Some things like we can get away. We can do that redneck, Mexican MacGyver's type stuff, with trying to figure out.
Hell yeah.
We could do that type of shit. But there's some stuff where you can't do a job unless you have the right tool for it.
Sure.
Is there something that you need for
all the cam chest tool, the main bearing tools? Man. There you go. I'm the new guy. Come on, give me a break.
That's a new guy. But you put how many engines together in your fucking lifetime, bazillions. Man? Yeah, 12 bazillion probably.
Stupid Harleys.
I know. But the reason I'm saying that is because, if you're getting into it, if you're gonna start tearing apart your engine,
you can't buy them direct from us. We don't sell retail.
Okay.
But you go to this place in Ventura. I think it's called My Garage, maybe. I don't know.
I think I've heard of that place.
There's a guy in there.
Yeah.
A little bulldog that you can pet.
Guy's pretty skinny, right? He's like a little thin, frail guy.
Really anorexic.
Same guy. No, same guy.
Yeah. I bring him a cheeseburger every time I walk in. Let's just get in the door.
It's all love, Jim. It's all love, Jim. So you can't buy anything directly from Jim. No, you got to go through drag, or you got to go through somebody.
Yeah, we get retail customer calls. We'll help them, tell them retail, and try to direct them. You can go to the website and go director, but just go to My Garage, go to Miller's, and you can buy those parts.
Okay.
So and you can buy the tools you need. Some of the engine components we have, but depends. Most of our stuff is specialized for the engine parts, but the tools are bitching.
Yeah, they're the tools themselves, man. Like you need certain things to get certain shit done, right? Yeah. And like cam bearing,
they pay for themselves.
Cam bearing, they do. As long as you're doing them maybe once or twice, or if you're going to do them for your friends or something like that, if you're doing it for a one-time deal because you're only going to change a cam bearing one time, then call Monty. Maybe he might let you borrow one or something. I don't know.
$5.
Yeah, $5. I had to call Jim. I think one time. I think I called Jim to ask him for a bearing. Yeah, I think it was a cam bearing puller or something like that, man. I did do one convert. I did the 510 on my 88 Dyna, and I did the 510 conversion and went gear drive and all that shit. So I needed to change the bearings and all that shit. So a buddy of mine was helping me out, and that was how you said it earlier. It's how you learn. You gotta take shit apart to be able to learn.
You gotta break it.
Yeah, you do have to break. Speaking of the breakups, interesting segue actually. How much shit have you fucked up along the way?
All of it.
Mine included.
Hopefully I did.
Maybe just once. No,
Yeah.
that comes with it. You know,
Mm.
do you have?
That's how you learn.
Do you have horror stories of like?
I got a few good ones in my bank.
What's the one that come like? What's one that you're like? This was a total my bad. Like
One of my favorites when I just got there, and there's this cute little Mexican kid. He likes to wear tank tops and cut off jeans named Dennis. Shout out to Dennis.
Shout out to Dennis.
Stupid Dennis. One of my favorite, I just barely got there, right? And it was he crashed it, and it was a Sportster. Sorry, Dennis. Right you out.
Nothing wrong with Sportsters.
Yeah, he got a paint job. He had some family in Mexico. Got it painted, done it. And it was a little different year fender. Can't remember the whole story. So he ended up bringing it to me. And it was one of those late night motorworks jobs where it's probably 1:32 in the morning.
Those always
trying to finish it.
Those always end in not always. They end in tragedy.
Yeah.
So
or you forget what you did.
That sounds like
so I wired the rear fender. And we were talking about this earlier with Dennis. I wired the rear fender and I just mocked it up to make sure everything would go. And the next thing I know, I'm delivering the bike to his house at like 1 a.m. to his parents' house, dropping it off at him. But guess who didn't, redo the wiring?
Oh no!
So he rode a tire, ate the fucking wiring up, and bit it up, and it was cool. And then
live and learn.
And we ended up being really good friends after that. So.
Surprisingly,
yeah, he wasn't too mad.
So one of the questions that somebody asked earlier, what's your? I think we addressed this earlier. Mm-hmm. Evo twin cam M8, or do you have a preference on them from an engine perspective? I know you maybe have a personal attachment to maybe the twin cam because I don't know. Just a suggestion. But M8s, I've heard. I don't have one yet, but I've heard really good things about them, like the amount of power and shit.
They're easy to. Harley was on the ball on that one. They make a lot of power really easily. You don't have to do a lot.
And is it just because they have the 8 valves now? Is it because of
the cases are built to go bigger, like they planned ahead? And then, the 4-valve thing helps. You don't need a big giant cam because when you put a big giant cam, you got to change everything around it because of the geometry. And they just tend to work.
Like the big giant 598 that I have.
Oh, it's so big.
Well, yeah, I guess what do they make them up to? 6 something?
Oh, dude, they go like 700, 750 lift.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, but even when you do like something like mine, you do like a 598, you have to change a lot of things.
Yeah,
kind of around it, right?
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
We're starting to push it.
I guess that's the smart thing about it. And now they're single cam. They don't have the twin cam fucking thing that you have to deal with and stuff. But I've heard really good things about them. They just make really good power now, right out of the box. Pretty torquey.
The heads are pretty nice. You don't got to do a lot to them.
Yeah,
do a little bigger valve, put some screaming eagle heads on it, and just be done.
Pretty simple combination, huh?
Yeah.
Well, not for the person that wants that big giant power that's looking like, what's the biggest one that you've done over there? Or biggest you've done in general, just I guess.
124 probably.
Really?
Yeah, we never got into the big giant stuff. So
I'm surprised. I thought maybe that you would have got a little bit.
We were pretty conservative. We were all geared around street, trying to keep it street power.
I gotcha. So
in the 49 states.
And the 49. One of the things that is not an argument, but a topic of discussion: horsepower, torque. What
is that?
That's how fast we go. Duh.
Shit.
I know. Horsepower on a Harley. I know what I want. What do you suggest to?
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Whatever it is that you want.
Yes. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
Yes.
Well, those numbers, dude, I put out on my 107. I like telling people what that 107 put out. I think you told me 117, 123 or something like that.
No way.
Yes, fucking way, dude. That. Yes, fucking way. By the way, I need to have
Jim's dyno.
No, your guy that nobody can fucking. Do you still talk to him, by the way?
I don't know which one was it.
I don't know. The guy you took my bike to fucking dyno to.
I don't remember.
Newbury Park?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
So what happens now with the Mackie shit? Like
who?
Okay, so guys like myself.
Just kidding.
I know you are. Guys like myself though. Okay, I got a Mackie build from Basically,
You're fucked.
I'm fucked in a sense. So what's
nothing? It's still the same stuff.
What's-
Dave's still gonna try to sell his cams. They'll still be out there. Pistons will, they'll be basically it'll take about a year, and you can buy them direct from the manufacturer. CP, any brand. It's just a standard procedure. Any brand that doesn't sell for about a year, when the people shut down or do that, then you can call CP and say, hey, I want this job number, I want this design. They can sell it, they can release it. It's going to cost you more, but
I see.
So
you be able to contact CP, the machine shop that does them, that does the design, and just buy them directly from them.
Yeah, nobody's got to freak out.
After a year,
there's still take about a year.
Okay,
they say got a year.
So there's still,
or if you're a friend of mine, you can call me and I can,
That's why I got the plug right there.
There you go.
I know. Which brought me a set of fucking Pistons too, by the way.
You stick them up your ass.
I do appreciate it. Well, I had to think ahead. You know who gave me the idea was fucking Mackie, Dave Mackie with the white, with the. I asked him. I had him on the podcast, and I fucking asked him, "Is there any relation?" He goes, "No." People always fucking ask me.
Yeah. He tried to get a discount because his name was Dave Mackie, but that didn't work.
Just because your name is Dave Mackie does not mean you get a discount at Dave Mackie's. Yeah, he was the one that actually made the suggestion when I saw him a couple weeks ago.
I think he bought an extra set.
He did, and he was the one that made the suggestion. I'm like, oh, you know what? That's a really good fucking idea. Because, unfortunately, my heads, they won't work with anything. That Megasphere is...
Yeah. You're done.
It's patent. It's fucking specific to the fucking heads and all the deck work and everything that you fucking do to them. So I need a dick work. Yeah, I need to go stock a set on the shelf then for whenever I'm gonna fucking blow that thing up, because I ride like an asshole. And I told you,
can't wait.
I told you, and I told myself that I wasn't gonna ride this one as hard like an asshole. Yeah. And I don't know what you did, if you put a little extra juice in it or something, but that thing fucking wheelies really fucking easy now, dude. Really? I was never a fucking wheelie guy. And I don't fucking try and like hold it. I just like to like go, look at the wheel came off the ground. Yay. That's it, dude. I just like go bop, bop and go. And it never really fucked that way. Maybe I'm just hitting it in a different RPM range or something. I don't know. But around 4,000 RPM, man, that 107 just fucking eats, dude. And I like when I beat somebody that's got a bigger engine. And
that's the best.
That's the fucking best. What's in that thing? It's a little 107. No, it's not. Yes, it fucking is. Just a little fucking 107 in that bitch. Now you got to start carrying the dyno sheet with me and shit, So, but what's
to the back of your helmet?
Yeah, no shit. I know. Just put it on the back. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Get a sticker with it on the back of the helmet. You just got beat by this much horsepower and this much torque. I'm just shit talking here.
That's all good.
I know. So what's
good at it?
I know. What's next for you then, man? You're gonna Jim's is
herpes gonorrhea.
No. Hey, by the way, did you finish? You were building some shit out at your pad. Did you kind of ever finish that shit?
What?
You're moving dirt. You were asking me about moving some dirt or something.
Oh, we're still working on that. Yeah.
You're out. Are you still out there?
Yeah,
you still got that place out there?
Yeah.
In the desert.
Yep.
You like it out there?
Yeah, I like it. The people out there are different, but it's a cool area, nature preserve. We got. We had a bear break through our fence and rip our swamp cooler off to try to get some bee nest that was underneath the bricks. And
holy shit, man!
We got coyotes, bobcats. We got a lot of animals, which is cool because I'm an animal guy. So a lot of stray cats. Park across the street, a preserve. It's cool. It's different.
It's out there then, kind of on its own. Then
it's a high desert.
Yeah,
2,000 feet in the mountain.
Fucking shit gets cold then too, doesn't it?
Fucking freezing.
Yeah,
it's hot too. It's either hot or cold. Somewhere in between.
One or the fucking other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you going to be doing Monday through Friday? Now you're over there with Jim's and doing your thing.
I got a real job.
You got a real job. I know. Corp benefits, probably all that shit, dude. Yeah. Dude, I'm so fucking stoked for you, man. Not because you weren't doing good where you were before.
I wasn't. I love my job though. I love my job.
I think you're gonna. Are you? I don't know if it's a conflict of interest. Are you still gonna like work on stuff?
Yeah, I can still do stuff. I can still do stuff.
Just something, out of your garage. Because, dude, you had that fucking. I mean, that toolbox of yours alone, dude.
$12 zillion worth of tools.
That's what I was saying, dude. Like you're fucking, you're all that layout, that spread that you had.
Yard sale at Ray's next weekend.
Oh shit, man! You had, well, it may not make it to the yard sale. It might just fucking get rolled right in here to the garage or something, dude.
Can't afford it.
Yeah, well, that's why I asked, because I mean, fucking tools are not cheap, and the amount of tools that you have, I don't know if you were gonna, continue to fuck with them. If I need something, I know I got your direct line, so I'll make sure to call you directly. But beyond that, if
Yeah,
other people,
I'll still do motors, still projects. I'm trying to get set up, get caught up from the whirlwind that just happened, but
yeah,
big change. But yeah, I'll still do stuff. People need it. Just see how it goes. Play it later.
well, Monty, I think this is a good change. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah, I think
it was time.
okay.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
One door opens, one door closed. That
Yeah.
whole deal.
Yeah,
Might have been a barn door over there. Did they make doors back then? I don't know.
I think overall though, man, it's a good thing for you, man.
Sure.
And they brought in a big name in the fucking industry, man.
Ray.
Like it or not me. I'm fucking nobody, dude. People fucking say I like listening to your shit, and I'm like, oh,
That's good.
fuck yeah, that's actually fucking good. So more people will actually hear this, and you actually.
You're so cute.
No, you're so cute. You need another beer?
Maybe.
All right, let me take a quick pause. Oh, what was that? Let me take a quick pause. I'm gonna go grab a couple more beers. Oh, wait, I got some here. I'm gonna go grab you a couple more.
Thank you very much.
Hang on. Okay.
This is weird.
You're fucking weird.
Man. Where do I pee at?
Right here on the fence.
Sweet. You have to pee outside too?
All right, homeboy, we back. Couple of beers really quick. Make sure to hit that record button again. Excuse me. Well, in the meantime, while Monty is gone, let me hit this spot really quick. Let me tell you about My Garage in Ventura. My Garage been around since 1985. Everything you need for your Harley is in one shop. They got a engine clean room, a dyno, tires up the ass, saddleman seats, Legend suspension. If you need your oil, stuff to change your oil, they got all that stuff ready and available for you. Voted #1 motorcycle shop since 2014. They do audio, customization, everything under this building. 15,000 square foot facility, 16 hoist. And between their technicians, I've talked to all their technicians over there, good guys, knowledgeable, will get you set up and squared away. So go check them out, mygarage_Ventura. Let them know the Garage Life sent you. Let them know that Monty said hi as well.
Bring chicken wings.
Bring chicken wings, and it'll get you a little, I don't know what it'll get you, but it'll put Jim in a good mood before he gives you a price. Chicken wings. All right. mygarage_Ventura on Instagram. Go check them out. All right. All right, man. I got to fire this up. You want one?
Shit, no.
No?
You got a real job, bro.
Oh, that's right. Well, I do too. Regular one.
But it's different.
Why? I got more of a corporate job than you.
Are they watching this right now?
I don't know. It's just a cigarette.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's just a cigarette. You want to drag? You want a cigarette? So, what's next for you then, man? Gonna do your thing over here at Jim's? Fucking, would you venture, would you consider doing your own stuff?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Did that.
You already did that? Yeah. Because you were, I don't know, dude. You had your own setup over there. You were just, you were the install man. Yeah. You were the tech guy.
It was a weird deal. We just started out where I was kind of running the shop for him and doing my own thing. And then, it just kind of escalated from there.
Yeah.
So,
hey, but good news though, too. Martin went with you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin's solid guy.
So what's he doing over there now?
He's doing motor stuff.
He's doing motor work over there, really?
Yeah. And then he's just learning the ropes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after 30 plus years, I'm sure he learned a thing or two, along the way. Aside from doing his magic on porting and polishing heads and doing everything else he did, I'm sure he learned a thing and picked your brain along the way and learned some shit,
Yeah, they're utilizing him. He's learning the ropes, basically starting from whatever. So
that's good though.
They see the value in him. Good, solid guy, family guy.
He's a local guy.
We have lunch every day. Oxnard.
Okay. You have lunch every day?
Case.
Chiques Holmes.
Yeah, we usually have lunch together.
That's good, man. Well, I would imagine that you built a pretty good friendship with him over the course of you guys being there. Yeah. He's a good ass fucking guy, man. It's little, at least to me, little soft spoken. Didn't talk too much, but
I don't like white people, so it's cool.
much, man. Hey, what are you riding now? What are you on right now?
Nothing, man.
You're not riding right now?
Mm-mm.
Did you get rid of the bike then? Because you were the last time I saw you, which was over at the beach. You rolled up with homeboy.
It's probably a friend's home bike. Oh, Dennis.
That's I think who you came with. Yes, yeah, we were over there at the beach.
Dennis.
I think he asked me a bunch of questions to ask you or something, but you were just out cruising on. So the Harley motor guy doesn't even have a bike. How long has it been since you haven't had a bike?
It's been years, man. Motorcycles are dangerous, Ray.
Yeah, they are. You just build them for us. Yeah.
Y'all miss it now, dude. I got to a point to where I didn't fucking care. You want to look at the stupid things. You know, my friends would go riding. I do regret not taking advantage of going riding with some of my friends through the time, and a lot of good times. You know, getting fucking loaded and fucking around and not crashing and trying to figure out how to get home and adventures. But not that I didn't do that at some point. But
that's the camaraderie of the fucking things, man.
Yeah, we found some pretty cool spots. I sold my bike to a point where I had a bike, sold it because I wanted to buy my car, and then long story short, sold the bike to pay for the car. My friend bought my bike, and the part of the deal was I got to put the motor together and finish the bike.
Gotcha.
Poor bastard. Bike's still in pieces.
Oh my! I know how that goes.
Yeah, it'll get done. And then I just didn't really care, man.
No.
Even when I go ride, you still see customers out there and people, and my mind wasn't there. You know?
Well, I think when you're around it and you're taking them apart more, when you're doing it for a business versus me working on mine in here for leisure and having fun on it, it's a different. It's a totally different perspective. So
I shouldn't let it get like that, you know.
Yeah, because there should be. I'm not telling you what to do or how or what to think or anything, but there is that passion for fucking motorcycles that I carry, but I can see how that can kind of.
I was more passion for the machine.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can see how that can not fade, but I mean, if you're working on it Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 every day, or even fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, like you're fucking saying, you know, if you're working on it like that, maybe on the weekend you're like, I don't want to be around a fucking motorcycle. I don't want to smell oil. I don't want to smell the machine shop. I want to fucking just go and sit by my pool or whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, you know.
It's more like I don't want to see the people.
Yeah, no, dude, that's
Ray.
Listen, I am open to you bringing it and telling me, like, being real with it, because that is part of that shit, dude. I myself, because I am that, I also fucking am a nagging motherfucker and probably nagged you enough to go.
Too bad.
I wasn't too bad, but that's part of it, though.
Yeah,
you know,
I want my bike. I want my bike.
I want my bike. Well,
ask me that story later. I'll tell you about that one.
My story?
Oh, about I want my bike.
I want to hear it.
Comes from.
I want to hear it.
I don't know if I could say it, but
you can say it.
I had a customer.
Wait, say it again though. How does it go?
I want my bike. I want my bike.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how he said it.
I don't know if you can picture where it comes from or what kind of person saying that.
I'm trying to. Maybe I will. Let's see her. I want to fucking hear it.
I had a guy, man. I didn't. He bought some parts from us, and he was from Southside LA, Central. I don't know. One of those bikes that the radical paint job, diamond heads, everything's powder coated, big speakers,
highlighter color.
I got my speakers, my music.
Okay,
you know,
I'm getting the. I want my bike. I want my bike. Okay.
The fucking guy. All I did was do this, and then I had my friend tune it, and you couldn't even put on the dyno. This fucking giant front wheel. It wouldn't mount right. There's all kinds of things. The clutch wasn't bled right. It was just like they brought me this piece of shit, this $100,000 bike that was a piece of shit, wasn't done, finished to tune it. And so I'm like, I'm just trying to help the guy out, give him a good direction because he bought some of our parts. And we got it going, and then we were at Born Free. Right, we were going to set up for Born Free. I'm all excited because I enjoy that show. I put it was my effort to put into it.
It's a fun show.
And then my friends came and hang out with us and help me out. And it's just
great. Is this the most recent one?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Yeah, I saw you there. Okay. Actually, they were. What's his name? They're your friends. Somebody was asking them if they could hang out or something about the Born Free show or something like that. If you could hang out with the Dyna Bros again at Born Free or something like that. I'm sure it's who you're talking about. So. So, anyways, Born Free. He's at Born Free.
Oh, he called me. We were at while I was at
Oh,
Born
okay.
Free. So I'm trying to relax, have a good time, enjoy it. And the guy's calling me, bitching. He wants to pick his bike up, right? Because one minute he's like, tune it right, get it done right, whatever. Next time he's bitching about it. And so I'm having my friends were sitting there having like mimosas and this good food, and a couple friends were with me, Hunter and Dennis, and the guys just, I want my back, I want my back. They can hear the guy not even on speakerphone screaming this in the background. So the whole weekend, that's all we would say.
I want. Did he get his bike?
Finally got his bike. I got my bike. I got my bike. I delivered that motherfucker to Santa Clarita because I didn't want to come into my shop. I didn't want to deal with him.
Oh my god!
I took it out there, dropped it off. It got done by a great guy, Drew, out there. He did it, and
now I know why you say you weren't that bad.
And then you block the phone number.
Yeah, then you got to do that. Yeah,
that's sad.
Yeah,
the guy was not bad. He was all right. He was just, I don't know, one of those deals.
I get it, dude. Everyone's circumstances are different. Everyone's
so bitchy.
I know.
Fucking motorcycle.
I know, dude. I know. I think it was funny. I saw something the other day. It was like I don't know, a video, and it said, I put parts on. I do things to my bike in hopes that other guys will come and talk to me about my bike. And he said, I think this is the gayest thing I own. I was laughing, so I was like fucking cracking up. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fucking true. When we go out there, we're like, look what I got, and you're hoping that some guy's gonna come fucking talk to you about that shit. Well, natural. Some of us are fucking. I guess all of our things are a little bit different. We fucking have different needs or wants or something. I don't fucking know. I know I bitched at you. My bad.
Maybe I don't remember.
Yeah, but
and I don't care.
I know. I know.
That's cool. I get it. I understand it. So
that comes with that shit, though. It sucks,
sure.
But yeah, that comes with anything. I think with motorcycles, dude. I could imagine even if you're a painter, probably be the same fucking thing. When are you gonna be done? When are you gonna be done? Where's my bike? Where's my shit? Where's my shit? So that's got to be a nice part of it. I would imagine
the people are cool. The cool ones. I made a lot of friends.
Well, that's got to be a good part of where you're, or maybe a part removed that you're like, I don't miss that part of what you were doing before, dealing with customers in that sense, sort of way. Because now you're general managing. You're not dealing with direct, people in that.
I go home, I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
That's a bonus too, man. That's sometimes, dude, like change a career, change a path.
Yeah,
that is worth more than anything fucking else, man. It's just peace of mind and just like. Yeah, so I got friends that are like thinking I might take this like pay cut to go and work over here because I'm not happy here anymore. Like
don't do it.
Dude. For peace of mind, I myself would consider it. I'm okay where I work and all that shit. I'm content with it. But in your case, man, now you've removed that element from it. You're not fucking having to deal with the rays of the fucking of the world and shit. Wanting your engine, wanting your shit.
You were good, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't that fucking bad. So. I want to ask somebody else had a question that I was in line with engine wise. If you can kind of build your dream engine, what would that kind of like, what if you could put your engine for your bike?
Jim's 135. Purchased at your local Harley dealer.
Purchased at your local Harley dealer. Aside from fucking Jim's.
Jesse James 150.
Jesse J.
No, I don't know.
No, what?
I don't know. Like, what do you? My dream motor?
I guess. Let me ask this: okay, you hear people say, "I want it to be fast and I want it to be reliable."
Yeah.
What constructs do you find that to be in? Because you go too big, it's not going to be fucking reliable. Or you go you push what I have to the limits of, let's say, I push my 96 to the max it can be 107. I understand the shit that it's going to do. It's not going to cool.
Do you, Ray?
As fast. I do. I know it's not going to cool as fast, right? The fucking
little bit.
Yeah. So there's some things that you're going to sacrifice.
But you're cool.
I'm fucking cool. That's damn right. But what is kind of the right threshold? Like, what advice, I guess, would you kind of give to people? Like, hey, if you really are looking for that, like you're really looking for some good performance, you ain't going to beat everybody, but you're going to be really good and you're going to stand the test of time. It's going to hold up and it's going to do its thing. Where's that line?
Believe it or not, you hear all the talk about square motors. Just from my experience, that seems to be like, even if it's 4 1/8, like SNS is a 4 1/8, 4 1/8.
And when you say
4x4,
we'll dive in a little bit. When you say those numbers, these are strokes, right?
We're talking these are stroke and bore is the same size.
Okay.
For what you're trying to achieve longevity and whatnot, that square motor thing, there's something to it. I like how Jim's does there. Believe it or not, I'm not just saying because I work there. I like how
be real.
they make their setup. They don't go giant stroke and they go big bore, and there's a lot to that because it revs up faster, and having the right components, of course, too with it. But I like those shorter stroke motors because I did a couple reverse like 107s that was a short stroke. No, yours is 4 3/8. There's like 4. So
Gotcha.
and the bigger bore. Oh, it's
Okay.
kind of like the car kind of a thing. Those car guys out there, that do the stroker motors. Some of those combinations, the way they perform, because you can go big, and by the time it kicks in and you're using all that power, it's fun. But most of the time, the street guys, you got to kind of build it around that. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it totally does. I am, and I like diving into that. I wanted to get a little technical with you. I know you're going to be like, this is going to sound boring, but there's a lot of guys that will geek out and like enjoy hearing this because when you build it, I know it is. When you go and build an engine, these are things that you kind of need. You should take into consideration because it's really going to depend, like you said.
Combination.
Are you riding on the street? Are you riding fucking highway? What is it that you're doing with it? And
actually, that's an inside joke. Actually, the bore and the stroke.
Who's that?
The guy, my supervisor at Harley. His name is JJ. He's probably not listening, but my friend Dennis knows who he is, and he would talk like that. But super smart guy. He taught me a lot, but it was like, I'm not even go down that road. But
how did he say it? Do it again.
Actually, the motorcycle is made for riding on a street, and you should, make it to.
Oh my gosh, dude. That sounds like it takes forever to get through a fucking sentence.
He was a good guy. I give him a lot of credit, bro.
Sounds like he knew his shit, I guess.
Yeah, he was pretty smart.
Yeah.
But boring.
So I guess if we're talking, what numbers, I guess, let's say maybe people know engine sizes as like a 110, a 107, a 117, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
If you want to give somebody that kind of, and whether it's a gyms, it doesn't matter, just your general knowledge, just in the years that you've done this stuff and the things that you've seen, because you've worked on more than just Mackie stuff, and you've worked on more than just gym stuff, right? So you've seen everything out there, I'm sure. So if you can get if you can give somebody some advice, like, hey, if you're looking for a good, where does that kind of
buy a fucking car?
Buy a car and don't fuck with the Harley. Simple as that. So we'll use like my 107. Let's just say my 107 build. We'll use that as kind of a base, right? Okay. 107
free base.
107, 598 cams, Megasphere pistons, headwork, all that stuff. You did the blueprint and you did it all what you did. How, and I mean, be real, I love the fucking engine the way it's built. Reliability versus performance, where does that scale lie with an engine like mine?
Stupidest question I've ever.
Well,
I know what you're getting at.
So is my 107 built to just really hot rod, or is it built more for like it's got power, but it'll cruise and it'll do its highway speeds and it'll do that shit?
That's like the customers that I had over there at Darth Malls. I had to differentiate if you want reliability, you want street performance, but you don't want to go too big, too crazy. We're trying to gear around to the in between. Okay. So a lot of those big motors, they're just all top end. They kick in late. They're fun, but you got to kind of pick a point to where you're not making your cylinder liner too thin. You're not. This is all stuff that's most people know. You're not getting too big of a cam. You start getting 600 lift for those motors is pretty good. The valve train geometry starts to get a little funky. Some guys will say life begins at 600. But
I don't think I've ever heard that, but I now I do. It makes sense.
It's kind of the combination and what you want. I mean,
yeah, that's obviously going to come down, but not a lot of people know that, especially like myself. The very first time I walked into your shop and said, Monty,
so this is a fucking what this?
What the fuck is this place? It's fucking amazing. No, it smells like a fucking burnt metal in here. I love it.
And tacos.
Yeah. And ass for some reason. A little bit of ass in there for some reason. But like the very first time that I walked into your place, the very first time I said, I'm doing an engine. I want bigger. And I think it's because I fucked up that engine too. Jesus.
Probably.
Yeah. But that was the time to do it. So the very first time I walked in there,
Yep.
I was my first engine build. I wasn't sure what I wanted. I knew I wanted good. I knew I wanted nice. And I knew you and Mackie and that thing were the place for me to go here locally. And you suggested the build that you put out there for me. I guess in that terms, let me ask.
I wanted your money.
Yeah, you wanted my motherfucking money. I know that shit. Yeah. You got it. That's for damn sure. But why would in my whoever fucking got it. Yeah. In my case, like why did you suggest that build? At least just like we're saying, we're using 107. We're using mine as
I just listen to what you tell me, and you kind of gotta go by what you want, by kind of what the customer wants.
And is a 107, was that something that you built? Was that like a
it's a good it's a good solid staple
combination?
Yeah, because you still got your stroke is 4 3/8. So that's what it is. So the biggest you can go on the cylinders without going overboard and start making liners thin. You just kind of take all those factors in consideration. Some guys don't care. So you just say, whatever, we'll just max it out.
Okay.
And try to warn them. And they don't listen. They still cry, baby.
Yeah.
But you got to just, not to sound too negative, but just kind of, it really comes down to what you want and what you want.
Yeah, but and I don't mean to like keep probing on it, but it's just I don't think a lot of guys that go to you, and like the very first time I did, know what it is they want. Like they know they want power. And I guess maybe if you just want, I guess in your sense, if you're like, well, how much can you spend? Yeah, then I can tell you how much power we can make and what we can do
until you get lost.
Yeah. This last time I went with a S&S bottom.
Yeah, and that's cool. Man. Just be done. Move on. Done. They make good solid stuff.
Dude, and that was probably some of the best advice you could have gave me. Not to discredit any other company that does bottom ends in any way.
Nope.
But like S&S, just like Jim's, giant name in the fucking industry.
We make flywheels.
Does Jim make flywheels?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know that shit. Yeah. For Evos, twin cams, everything?
Twin cam. Yeah.
Twin cam is his bread and butter then right now. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know they made fucking flywheels. Yeah.
They're solid.
Okay.
The guys building them are really good.
Okay.
And can't say I'm not giving them enough credit.
Do they do rod? Are their own rods and everything on them ready to go, or?
Yeah. Scratch up, just buy a flywheel. Here you go.
Man, I didn't know that.
Can't buy retail. Can't buy from us.
No, you got to go to Harley, or you got to
go
to a dealer, or something like
you got to go to some place, some little unknown place called My Garage.
You can go there too.
Go there too.
You can go to My Garage and hit them up and get your flywheels from Jim's.
Yeah.
From Jim's. No, from Jim's. Yeah, that's the way it would go, huh? Yeah.
Bring a pizza.
Yeah, and bring him. If you bring him anything food, you'll put him in a good mood, right? Right before you want to butter him up. You want to butter up the toast.
He's never in a good mood. I don't know if you go that far. But
that is
be a little happier.
Truer words have probably never been spoken. No, Jim, it's all just because he will listen. He'll end up listening later. Yeah, because you want to know that I got the little ad spot in there and shit.
Yeah.
So
how much does it cost you?
No, it doesn't cost me shit. We do, we work our little thing out. Plus, I've done business with him for like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long you've known him, but I did business with him when he was long enough. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. When he was over in Oxnard. So, and now he's literally down the street from me, man. Like it can't get any easier for me to be able to.
That's cute.
Yeah, I know. Well, when he was over there at the original My Garage, it was a fucking mission to go all the way over there.
Yeah.
For me, it was.
It's handy. It's a good spot.
Yeah, no. And it's a nice.
It's good. You can buy parts and do your thing.
Yeah. And you.
Dirty deals.
I want to ask him what the dirty deals are. I don't
even think he knows.
I never really understood the full thing, but it fucking works for him, I guess. I don't know, So, you got my pistons?
Maybe.
Can I see them?
Nope.
Why?
Because it's top secret.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Top secret. Well, if you have a Mackie engine, go buy some fucking pistons really quick. I'm just telling you, get them on your fucking shelf
You
before
better buy 'em now.
while you fucking
Get 'em while
can.
they
Yeah, get
last.
them while they fucking last, man.
Yeah.
So, well, man, I appreciate you fucking rolling down, dude. I know there's a big fucking change that has come your way over the past 2 months, but I think it's good, you know,
so.
and I hope you're enjoying it.
Absolutely.
And I
love
hope
it.
it sounds like they really fucking appreciate you
Maybe
over there.
I
You said it,
appreciate them.
motherfucker. You said it. You said
Yeah,
I feel appreciated. I feel, feel loved and everything over there.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad that you came, dude.
Thanks, man.
I think you're welcome here any fucking time.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
How
plenty
boring this was.
I
But...
kind of fucking well, I wouldn't call it boring. We call it boring?
Nah, I'm not bored.
No, I know. Me and
people listen.
People actually do listen to our dumbasses sit here and blab.
And they want not just hipsters.
No, you don't listen to podcasts? No?
I got time, man.
Dude, you drive so fucking much. I'm surprised you don't listen to podcasts.
How do you start?
Dude, yeah, you like who's someone that you like? Just I don't know, just fucking celebrity. I don't fuck. It doesn't have to be. No, don't listen to me. like there's a fucking podcast out there for everything now, man. And if you're the guy that likes to like keep your mind stimulated, then a podcast is definitely fucking like right up your alley.
It's really stimulating. Is this stimulating our minds right now?
Yeah. Well, at least it is.
We are.
Well, you know what a podcast is like? Instead of listening to the mindless fucking radio that is on the same fucking songs that are constantly playing on the radio, when I listen to a podcast, I feel like I'm like with the person, or at least I'm like having a conversation with the person kind of in a weird fucking way. It's like talk radio. You never listen to talk radio?
Yeah, I like talk radio.
That's what a fucking podcast is.
Keeps me awake.
It keeps me awake. Oh, Jesus, man. Well, we need to get you back on a Harley. I know you like mine. You said, I like the way yours is set up because you're a tall guy. And you actually fit on mine. By the way,
yours is cool. I liked how it set up. It was set up. I will say.
I'm sorry about my fucking death fucking pegs. Who did it? You sent me that gnarly ass picture of
I still have scars.
Was that
you sent my friend to ER?
Dude, that was fucking gnarly.
Deadly.
What did he just walked into?
I think he lost a leg.
Fuck, man.
I had to chop that shit off.
My bad. That was fucking. That was my pegs fucking sticking out.
All rusted and
my homemade. No, it's aluminum. No rust.
No rust.
No rust.
So you say.
I'll have to go fucking look at it, man. We got to get you somehow back on a bike. Yeah. Are you ready to?
Yeah, I'm getting close.
Yeah.
I'm getting close.
You got a bunch of you got bigger fish to fry a little bit right now.
Yeah, I get my life kind of back in order.
Yeah.
It's been kind of out of order for the 12 years I was over there.
Really?
Yeah, to a certain point.
Yeah. Well,
changes things.
But you're on the fucking right track.
On the right track.
I'm fucking stoked for
Growing up.
Yes, dude. General manager, homeboy. I'm so I don't know.
Sales manager.
Whatever the fuck it is, man.
Something manager.
Something manager. Yeah. You ain't fucking. You look at you got a nice collared shirt on and shit, man. Right. I love that shit. So, well, Monty, you're welcome here any damn time you please. Thanks, man. I will be bugging you for my pistons and my work and all that stuff. What I need. And if you guys need stuff from Monty, you can't buy it directly from him. But
don't call me.
Yeah, don't. Well, that's what I was going to ask. If people call you,
call Jim.
Call Jim at Jim's. Call fucking that place, man. Yeah. So Monty, cheers, brother.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you very much. Hey,
so I got to give a shout out to my friends.
Give them all out, dude.
So I got to read it.
You got a list of them? Fuck yeah.
A list of them, dude.
Yeah, dude. Give a fucking list of them. Break them down. Everybody.
Johanna.
Who are they, though? Fucking let them know. Who are these people to you? Can I ask?
These guys.
Who are these people to you?
Yeah. I don't know if they're listening, but
they'll listen later.
Big shout out to my little boy, Dennis. Stupid Dennis. Helped me a lot at the shop, man. He was my staple, my go-to. And a lot of drinking nights at Cronies and cheeseburgers.
Okay.
We used to share a Big Daddy cheeseburger and get all the girls enamored, but it wasn't like that. Shout out to fucking Hunter, little Nick, Neutral Drop, Daniel, Big V, Steven, Rob Dog, the One Up crew, all you anti-hiders, the whole anti-hiders crew, PDX crew. I don't know who that is, but I was told. And don't forget Jimmy fucking Bobbins. If you guys are listening, thanks for listening. Very
Right
cool. All these guys were good friends of my friend, and I got to meet them. It was cool. So these guys actually listen to your show.
They got a lot of questions,
and they ride Harleys.
Yeah,
they fucking actually ride bikes.
I want to end with a little Q&A of people.
That's cool.
Of questions that
good.
people hit up for you, okay, or they wanted to ask you.
Sure.
So first one, how many hookers have you been with in one night?
This is my first one.
Question number one. Question number two. How much cocaine do you consume on a daily basis?
Depending on what bike club you're from.
How many STDs do you have? These are some interesting fucking questions.
The most you can get.
Okay, here we go. This is one. Who do you like better? Hunter or Will?
Poor Will. Poor Will.
Answer. There you go. I'm guessing there might be a story to this because it's asking, how did you meet Hunter?
How did I meet Hunter?
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I think he rolled up on a clapped out Dyna making noise, and he said, I want my bike. I want my bike. I actually met him through a friend, Dennis, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy's deal? And ended up being cool. So,
good story.
Yeah, that's the short version.
Will you still be going to Born Free
Maybe.
with the Dyna Bros?
Maybe.
Well, Born Free is a good show.
If you guys buy me some pizza and
stuff. we can fucking do that. Yeah, we can do that. Last I don't know how the last real Harley motor, Evo, twin cam, M8, or I guess you can even go back. I guess even further.
Flathead.
I
hate to say it, Shovelhead, dude. They're a pain in the ass, but that was fucking Shovelheads, dude. That's
what is it about them?
They just had their own noise. They're just solid. Just the way the firing order is, they're just different. They're just, that was probably, one of their big staples.
How many cubic inches were those?
80 or 74.
Something there. They were pretty damn small. Yeah. So I guess this kind of rolls into that opinion on working on shovelheads.
Fuck that.
You're not a shovelhead guy.
They're a pain in the ass. They're cool, but
is there just I've never worked on a shovelhead myself. Is there a lot of what is it? Is there a lot of fucking parts? What is
just
it?
Involved? Just involved. They're just.
Is it more mechanical?
Primitive, kind of is a word. There's a lot to.
So like, give me an.
You can make them right. You just gotta pay attention.
I guess give me like just for my knowledge, I like to learn. What's the difference in the cam chest? Like what would I find?
It's like an Evo. Same shit.
Okay.
They should have stuck with the shovelhead,
not gone to the Evo. Just I guess maybe a little more finicky, or it sounds like.
Yeah, they just sometimes they're, back in those days when they were making those things, there's a lot of manufacturing. It's not like it was today. If they were manufacturing those today, I don't know why they would, but it would be a lot different.
I see. I see. And then I kind of asked you this earlier. What is your dream? Oh, this is a little bit different question. What's your dream Harley build? Let's just say bike.
Who would ask that?
Motorcycle. Not just engine.
Care?
What's your what type of bike would you?
Something I could fit on.
You don't have a bike right now. Yeah. So what would you want to get on? If you're going to get on another bike, what are you going to get on?
Man, that's probably some kind of road glide.
Road glide?
Yeah.
That's the way everyone's fucking going.
I could say BMW, but that'd be stupid.
No, well, BMW makes a nice bike.
Yeah, that's cool. I would say, just some kind of probably a newer road glide. Actually.
Well, dude, how tall are you?
Because I'm old and I want to be in comfort.
But how tall are you?
6'7".
Dude, so like yeah, you're tall. You're a big guy, dude. Like a road glide to me is it's easier to handle. You kind of throw it around a little bit.
Yeah, they handle great.
Yeah, but I mean,
your bike was actually pretty cool. How yours was set up, performance bagger style. It was actually pretty good. I actually fit on your bike. I liked riding it. Well,
I appreciate that. Nice. I did.
It's the only reason I'm here tonight. So.
Yeah, because it was set up. Because it's set up correctly.
Yeah.
I'm over this performance bagger thing, man.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of it? From a dollar perspective, from a business perspective, is bringing in money.
I guess.
That is one thing, but just from a Harley enthusiast side of it.
Why would you buy one?
Are you a fan of them?
Nah, they're cool.
Yeah,
they're cool because I'm a big guy and I can fit on them, and you can kind of turn them down.
I think that's why I turned to a Road Glide like in 2015. I was riding a Dyna before, and it worked fine. I was doing my thing with the people I was riding with, but I'm a bigger guy, and I eventually learned that I can just handle the Road Glide the same exact way, a little bit more comfort and shit. But I don't know, man. This whole performance bagger fucking thing has like left a shitty taste in my mouth. It's you know what it's turning into, Monty?
A lot of money.
It's turning into a lot of money, but you remember the phase. You know the phase. It's evolving into the big wheel bagger douchery.
We're not going back that way, are we?
We're not going back that way, but we're bringing the fucking guys that performance, air quote, performance bagger thing is bringing the fucking big wheel bagger.
Mixing it up.
It's bringing the big wheel bagger money guy and everything into the shit. So it diminishes its value a little bit to the guys like yourself and myself that are really like doing a bike to handle the way that we ride them versus like doing them to just fit into the style and be part of the fad, I guess, the fuck whatever it is you want to call it. So, but yeah, Road Glide for sure on you, man. Like I had the mid controls on mine and shit. They felt good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Mid controls, Road Glide, big bagger with mid controls.
Yeah, bar setup. I got a good high bar setup, so it works on your big long.
I'm not a big fan of the bat wing, but some guys like them.
Yeah, Road Glide or no glide.
Yeah,
and that's why all these street glide fucking guys change their shit over to a Road Glide.
Got a lot of money on that.
Yeah, they do. Well, I changed mine. Oh, I changed it from the old fairing to the old style to the new fucking Road Glide. Fucking fairing and shit, because I didn't have that money to spend on that new shit, dude. I got 2 kids. You saw them fucking walking in. You're like, you got
2 kids, 2 dogs.
2 kids, 2. I got 3 kids, but I got 2 young kids. I got 3 kids, 2 dogs. Yeah, man. I don't have that M8 money. I don't have that fucking new. I don't have that new money, dude. Yeah, not me. So, well, that was all the questions, I think, man.
That's it?
Yeah, no. There are probably some more, but maybe I shouldn't ask those so much. But Monty, I appreciate you coming to Kick Back, man. Thank you very much. You're welcome any damn time. And we will definitely do this again. Good luck to you at gyms.
Thanks, bro.
Fucking tear those guys up over there.
Cheers again.
Cheers to you, man.
Thanks for you dumbasses listening to my goofy ass.
Anytime. Later, homeboys.